After the war, MacArthur will totally give up his power. Oh, we shall see. Narrator, he did not give up his power. Everyone's begging me to join their factions. The Soviets want us, the Allies want us. And we're still losing bloody convoys. Alright, decision time. We need to get those destroyers done. Because I need to get the recons out so we can actually find them and sink them. I mean, we are only in very few areas now. They have to basically find us in this bit. Or rather, we have to find them in that bit. And it's shallow water, so they're not very good at hiding here. Actually, is it? What's this? Shallow. Shallow. Thought so. And shallow water's bad for submarines. Visibility plus 100%. Have I seized the canal? Not yet. I'm hoping to get it in the peace deal. Although I don't know if there's going to be a peace deal. Because they have allies. Seem to be getting less and less troops. Oh, we've got about 25 again. I still got double. And the big advantage I have is my industry. Speaking of industry, I need to upgrade some more units. My entire force is going to be National Guard by the end of this. I mean, all of my National Guard units are under strength. That's mostly the support equipment's fault. Oh, and also a bit of the artillery, though actually artillery we're not doing dreadfully. Yeah, it's pretty much all support equipment. Centre from Kansas offers support. The centres from Kansas have approached the government, offering their support for the president in return for an informal guarantee that Kansas would be the site of a new munitions plant for the army. They argue that building a plant in the area could create a lot of jobs and provide the army with much-needed support in an increasingly dangerous world. The two senators also mentioned their excellent working relationship with several influential members of the House. That's a lot of people coming in. Where's Kansas? It's down here somewhere. That's not Kansas. Damn it, where's Kansas? There it is. I know it's kind of in this area. Alright. Kansas has build slots. I will accept. I didn't realise it was that far west. I thought it was one of these. Has the decision appeared? Build munitions plant in Kansas. I'm guessing that's a military factory. It is. Oh, except Kansas has no infrastructure. That's gonna take a while. United Kingdom enforces naval treaties. The British government has today enforced its intention to crack down on the violations of the Washington Naval Treaty from 1922. Any signatory nation that has violated the 553175-175 capital ship ratio indicated therein will likely receive immediate British ultimatums demanding they reduce the numbers of the quotas allotted to them in the treaty. So far, global response to this has been incredulity that the British would go to war over this. I'm guessing I am not one of those? No. Had I been the United States, I probably would be, but I'm not. I'm the Loyalists! Alright, so it's now just Guatemala down here, which is actually half of Mexico. And you're not feeling at all confident about an attack here. Let's go and change you to National Guard. And I think it's time that we change some of the infantry divisions to National Guard as well. That upgrade isn't quite as beefy. $2,400. Yeah. 2,400 short. More convoys sunk. Are my convoys doing anything? I don't think so. Alright, let's stop doing that and just start directly hunting them. Why do they have so many troops down here? They need to be protecting California. Wow, that's a big lend-lease from Japan. Go on then. Oh, yes, do not come through here. That would be bad. After this war, I'm going to have to remember to redo all of my movement, yeah, naval movement abilities. Oh, we're finding out a motorized as well. For all the hospitals that we've been using, hospital vehicles. Let's do something like this. For trade and supply, 936. So Japan's lend-lease has just killed my transport capacity, but thanks Japan. At least they're not immediately cancelling. Probably because I'm not actually getting everything they're offering right now, because of my lack of shipping. But at least they're not immediately cancelling. And we are now building to arch classes. Good. Ace pilot promoted. Few take as many risks as the brave pilots of the Loyalist Air Force. Benjamin Steele, a skilled pilot, known by the call sign Mad Dog, who is certainly not an Englishman. And going out in the midday sun. Okay, I'm curious what's going on in Europe now. Big war against the Soviets. France seems to be holding for the time being. Finland's holding, no problem. Poor old Poland. Another one. Ah, this time we sank some. So we're catching a couple of their transports now. Except I think those are actually Guatemalans that we caught there. Oh, we've got positive guns again. You're all done.
Ready to move. Ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this radical. Need 3,000 for this, but then we will have everybody ready. Big loss in combat strength, though. Until that equipment can arrive. Massive shortage of support equipment, as is kind of usual by now. We do have 73 military factories at this point. It's quite a few. Alright, so Honor the Confederacy is almost done. So I'm gonna stop this offensive for the moment. We're gonna build up a bunch of planning preparation, and then we're gonna hit them again hard. Oh, Hodges leveled up, and there it is, Honor the Confederacy. Right, Hodges. Get more general traits. Do general traits work when you're a field marshal? I think they do, but at reduced effectiveness. Griswold. Can't actually get anything. And Patch. Get those. No, I'm good. Oh wait, Griswold, is it terrain? It was definitely flashing up saying you could do a thing. No. No things. Rose. Pretty good at mountaineering. Right. Decisions. Honor the Confederacy, here we are. For too long, the story of the Civil War has been told from the northern perspective, the story of the doomed rebellion. It is time the other side is heard as well. Celebrate Montgomery Convention Day. Gain base stability, gain popularity of fascism. Move the government to Richmond. Gain stability plus 10. Move the capital to Virginia and enshrine state rights. Gain stability and also change of fascism. We're going to move the capital to Richmond. And then after this, we're going to get the Convention Day. And then we'll try to save up for enshrine state rights. So we're not going to take a focus until that is done. Just going to double check there's nothing else down here that is required. I think general traits are half strength if you're a field marshal. Yeah, that's what I thought. I said no more attack.
Pushing them back, sir.
Yeah, well, I don't want you pushing them back. It's naughty. One thing I do want, however, is to create a new division. I would like for it to have mechanized. I don't have mechanized yet. Still 100 days. Recognize this song. Confederate flags. There's actually a soundtrack for this. Wow, okay. Well played. Poland is called the Kingdom of Italy. They assassinated Mussolini! Oh yeah, it even says here. Reports from Rome indicate El Duce was shot and killed in broad daylight earlier today in the streets of the city. Concurrently, elements of the government have made moves to seize power from the Italian fascists. A wave of arrests was made, and military units cordoned off government buildings and streets, instigating a curfew. Spokesmen of the coup government have announced their loyalty to Victor Emmanuel III and his first act as leader of Italy. The king has signed an alliance with the German Empire. The Germans must have had a hand in this. You don't say. There he is, Victor Emmanuel III. No special modifiers, though. Oh, I really want the Italy rework. So does this mean that they have an unaligned... Yeah. Rising monarchist sentiments for 3 years. And they are now allied to Germany, Poland, Austria. So Germany is going to be able to assist through the Alps, or the Italians are going to reroute some troops. However, this is going to leave their former allies kind of screwed. Because the Novus Imperium Romanum, without Italy, is still the Dutch, Romania, Bulgaria, and... that is Bulgaria. Iran. Fighting. Was Bulgaria one of the ones with the focus tree? I don't think so. No. And they're still fighting the Allies. Well, they've kind of got all of this as a buffer against the Allies. Oh, except for Yugoslavia. What's Yugoslavia going to do? All Yugoslavian regiments, which is recruitable population, but they still haven't chosen one way or the other. Just not communist. And we can now celebrate the Montgomery Convention Day, which is massively beefing our stability up, which is also increasing our output, including of dockyards, which should mean that we are getting some more shipping. Not yet, but we should be getting... Hang on, where are you sending them to? Reserve. That is the reserve. Double clicking that none, just double checking that none of those have been renamed to the reserve. No, we're good. Am I playing with any mods or without? This is without. Adikov, Viskal. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so now I just need to save up to 75 political power. And then I think I can stamp down on constitutionalists, finally. And put them out of their misery. And then after that, Guatemala. Hooray! We caught some of their convoys. Finally. Their units are looking a bit battered, but then again, so are ours. Oh, we have a positive infantry equipment once more. So you. Switch to National Guard. We shouldn't have any more non-National Guard or cavalry units. We've done it. We fully upgraded our force. Haha! So at this juncture, I can reduce the number of guns I'm producing and increase the amount of support equipment and artillery we're producing. Let's do something like that. And we are going to need more motorized to make up the difference. And we're going to need motorized, in fact, for the mechanized forces. And we're going to need more rubber. We're still building the dockyards. We could build some more synthetic refineries. Let's do those. That can be done after the civilian factories, though. Because we could... Nope, we still have no convoys. Because I'm getting so many... so much equipment from Japan. Mayshot, thank you very much for the follow. And Kabusta, welcome to the channel. Yeah, when Kaiserreich's updated, I'll be playing it again. So now we just need to enshrine the state rights. And then the Confederacy is basically done. Sorry, I meant the Loyalists. Why am I building refineries? The refineries aren't actually for oil. They're synthetic refineries whose real use is rubber manufacturing, which I don't have. I have Texas. I don't need oil. Texas produces 640 when it's fully repaired. But if you have synthetic refineries and you have all of these done, which I need to do more of, you can upgrade them so they produce more rubber each. That's the real use for them. I'll be going down this line. Assembly line production. Cool. It is 41. None of those. 41 is the Sherman. Sure. Let's do that. I want my recons to get the destroyers first. What are you lacking? Oh, you don't actually have a... template. Carrier fleet. Okay. Oh, is that because I turned off reinforcement? That might be because I turned off reinforcement. It's totally... Why? Except there are heavy cruisers here, and there are heavy cruisers sitting in port. In my reserves. And you should absolutely be recon. And yeah, these two did that because of automatic reinforcement. That's why it was okay. That's fine. 3 dockyards. Excellent. Build me more destroyers. Oh, they actually managed to reconnect. Just left the door open to get to San Francisco. Okay, so we've got loads of infantry equipment at this point. That is no longer the issue. Although, if I'm going to be holding on to I'm not technically at war with Mexico, so is this going to count as resistance territory or not? Oh, apparently not. Because I'm not the one who conquered this. I took it off the guy who did conquer it. So apparently there's no resistance there. Oh, there is resistance. You lied to me. Yeah, there is loads of resistance here. It's reduced because... oh, it's because my army's here. Okay, so yes, it does count as resistance, so therefore I'm going to train about 10 cavalry divisions to go and deal with that problem.
Ready to move.
In fact, I'm going to create a new unit, which is going to be just the 2 cavalry divisions to deal with it. Army 303, thank you very much for the bits, because it's my throne. And I caught your message this time. See, I'm not ignoring you. Representative speaks passionately in support of the government. Gain representatives. Yes, we sank 4 of their subs. See, this is why you need destroyers in your fleet. Lets you find stuff more better. So I assume that we just built a couple of subs. Couple of destroyers, yeah, I think so. Although, my ability to spot subs is still questionable. So once we finish the escort patrol, or maybe the half-tracks. Probably once I finish that, I need to switch you to active sonars, because I don't actually have that yet. Wasn't expecting submarines to be a problem. But I really should have known, because submarines are basically always a problem. More change of popularity in fascism, but we're already on max. Oh, we are so close. We are so close! 2 convoys down. We still have 265. Oh, and they are actually starting to counterattack me. They are building more divisions. I mean, they can't even think... oh no, they're out of manpower. They can't even think of competing with my industrial output now. Thanks to owning New England with all of its raw power. Alright, so we're still super short on infantry equipment. We're making it an artillery motorized. Support equipment's still super short. We're actually getting a fairly decent surplus of tanks. Well, relatively speaking. I forgot to put Wisconsin up. We should be here. In fact, I'm going to drop you 2 to the bottom, because development of Guam right now really doesn't matter. And the repairs in Mexico aren't going to matter until I can actually do something more long-term about it. Yes to guns, no to peace. Oh, my maximum command power's gone down again. Should have 150 or 125 or something. Oh. I let this get away from me. Boom. Okay, so we are now at 65% stability. Therefore, attack, attack, attack. No, not you.
Let's go.
Oh. There are more. Hold on. Don't attack. Don't attack. Constitutional Convention. Plus 10 stability, plus 5 war support, plus 5 popularity of fascism. Silver Legion of America becomes the ruling party. Public elections will no longer be held. And permit the Confederate battle standards. Stability, war support, change of fascism, and I guess that changes our flag as well. So we need another 175. Ugh, fine. Do I have mechanized yet? Can I start building? Let's get some more fighters. Well, no, let's get some more support equipment. Oh, I have way more troops than they do. It's like double. Just double checking the destroyers are going out. I think so. And just want one set. Can't deploy you just yet. How? Oh, no valid target. Texas.
Attention.
Because I'm not actually expecting you to fight, we'll start your training. That'll give us some free experience. That should also deal with the resistance issues here. Anyway, I've streamed for longer than I had intended to do so because I was hoping to finish all the Confederate upgrades, but I have not been able to do so. So we shall need to wait until next time for that to occur. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. If you want to support the channel in other ways, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel where you can find the Dutch series currently being uploaded and the Polish series currently being uploaded. The UK series will be following at some point, once those two are done. At least one of them. I don't want to have too many Hearts of Iron series going on YouTube at the same time. I have a Discord, which you can find at this link here. That is where I tend to announce what I am streaming. And where it's also where the community hangs out, so you should totally come and hang out with us. I am going to link up World War II channel again, because they do some absolutely great work, and I want to be able to highlight that to people as much as possible. So if you haven't checked out World War II or the Great War stuff, I would really highly recommend it. It's very, very well done, and absolutely is worth your time. Dracoran, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that. Thanks for the stream. You are more than welcome. I will be back again tomorrow, so never fear. Starting at 5 PM GMT for more Man the Gun. So we'll be continuing with this Loyalist playthrough. Continuing at 10 PM after I've had my customary hour of dinner. Will the American Civil War ever end? What did the Soviets plan to avenge Mexico? And will Guatemala ever do anything? Find out next time on Mordred Ballsy. Mordred Viking. Let's see who else is streaming. See if we can throw a raid at them. Are any of my crew doing anything? Who's online? You know what? Door Monster's on. Let's go raid Door Monster. Door Monster do some absolutely brilliant YouTube channels, and they're really, really cool. So let's go raid them. I'm going to throw in... No, you should totally throw some Viking raids their way, and if you have access to them, throw the horns. Viking horns, not actual horns. That's usually a bit dangerous. Cool. I think that's it from me. I'm just going to wait until this advert finishes. Stupid adverts. I hate adverts. There we go. It's done. Bye, everyone.